Hi everybody, this is Mr. Norcross here. I thought you might enjoy coming and doing a little art project with me. So for kids at home, if you have crayons or some watercolors and you want to sit and copy this painting I'm about to do for you, please feel free to. You might have acrylics laying around, something to do on a rainy day since we're all kind of stuck indoors. For those of you young students out there, I hope you'll sit back and relax, de-stress, and just kind of create something out of nothing with Mr. Norcross. So let's paint. Alright, thank you guys for joining me today on this relaxation painting. Let's do this just to calm down and take a few moments and create something from nothing. As you can see, I have a square canvas today. I've covered it with a liquid white, which allows me to mix the paint right on the canvas. Saves a lot of time. I have a very limited palette, so I have white, bright yellow, kind of a yellow ochre, a little bit of brown, and black and white. That's it. I mean, just a couple of colors here, and I'll show you how we can change the value to make the paint have depth to it. So this is going to be kind of a sunlit sunset. Obviously with these colors it wouldn't be cold. This is the warm palette, not a cold palette, which would be blues and purples, etc. This is a very warm palette. I have some classical piano music in the background. The reason I chose that is so it doesn't get copyright stricken from YouTube. Often, even with private videos, if you upload a video and it has someone else's music on it, they will take the video down, or in some cases get rid of your channel. As far as I know, classical music is, you can use it because the persons have been dead for so long. After 50 years, I think it becomes public domain. You can probably hear the washing machine in the background because I'm down in the basement, but life goes on. So let's start with, I'm going to use some yellow with some yellow ochre. And I'm using a 1-inch brush here, quite large. Just getting some paint on here. More on the yellow ochre side. I want this quite golden and dark. And let's just see what we have here. So I have my brush loaded. Let's go ahead and create, okay? So I'm just making crisscross strokes across the canvas here. Just blocking in some color. I want this mostly sky today. Lighter toward the horizon. And actually I'm just going to block in the bottom here with this yellow as well. I really want this to be monochromatic, which you'll see. Blocking in that base color. Whatever we apply to the top of it, it will pick it up. And then up here it gets a little bit darker. Let me put this palette down. Normally I put quite a few clouds in, but today I'm not going to. I want to keep this pretty much a cloud-free sky. Feel free to paint with me at home if you have watercolors or acrylics or oil paints hanging around the house. Anyone can paint. That's why I'm showing you. I'm terrible at this. I'm no Bob Ross. Even though traditional artists would scoff at him. Of course, I disagree. He got more people painting than any of them ever did, didn't he? So this is a very simple yellow gold canvas. Okay, isn't that simple? Anyone can do this. Now I'm going to go in and just add a little bit more darkness around the edge. Just doing a touch of that brown because I want the top to be darker. And then that's going to blend with what's underneath. Just make it a bit more dark toward a cooler atmosphere up near the top. Okay, so that makes it a touch darker up there. Now, let's go in and remove. I want to remove some paint down here. Yeah, I want this pretty dry. So I'm just scraping off the oil paint from the canvas. Now I'll take a small filbert brush. This is a filbert, pretty much your standard brush. These brushes are differently made to work with oil paint, so they're not your typical brush. Just using yellow and white here, mixing up. This might be too yellow, maybe a bit more white. That's good right there. Now let's see if this shows up or not. To make the sun here. Big circle. You can even use your finger to smooth this out. Okay, can you guys see that at home? You might not be able to with the color palette. Got a little yellow sun there. Now I go over it gently, soften it up, pushing it back a little bit. Good. Now we can make some couple of, watch what I do now. Let's go into this yellow ochre, straight yellow ochre, which is a dark, some call it Indian yellow. It's a dark gold, brownish gold. And we're going to go in and create here, so. Now I'm only interested in the edges. And you put the edges however you want them. You may want a kind of tall mountain, you may not. I don't know, it's up to you, of course. You paint however you want. Okay. Now, take a 2-inch brush and we pull this down. This really softens it. Be careful, I'm just pulling the edges. See? See how that kind of blends it down? Isn't that nice? Good. Very soft. And you can highlight one side if you want to have a bit more of a light color here. And we'll put a little highlight here. Just showing where the sun would hit. And then I soften the stroke out with the 2-inch brush. See? So you have some kind of golden mountains in the back. Cleaning my brushes with paint thinner. Now we go back in. Pronounce this just a bit more here. Guys hanging with me? What are you guys doing at home right now? Are you relaxing? Are you able to relax with what we're going through, I hope? Hope so. If you're powerless to change something, sometimes that's all you can do is relax. Now I start to go into the burnt umber and make this darker. Here's our next layer. Adding just a touch of black in. Now I'm going to scrape in, which I'll show you in a second. Might be hard for you to see. Scraping in some brown middle ground here. You guys see where I'm going with this, I hope. Okay. This is what I meant by leaving the yellow base color in there. So when I leave the yellow base color, you don't have to re-add it, you just leave it in. Now see, by using perspective, I'm putting a river in. I don't know if you can see that. Can you guys see? See how it's layering now? Now I take this brush and smooth this out. Pulling layer after layer through. And by letting it go from dark to light, it just creates mist, kind of like a far, far away mountain pass. Now let's go in and create some darkness around the edge. Sorry if my hat's in the way, I wear it because of the glare of the lights. There's a lot of lights here and boy do they glare in your eyes. Going into some burnt umber. And let's do this. Now I start to add in a couple of, let's make this sharp. Add in a couple of trees here. Once you get closer, you start to add in a little bit of trees. Far, far away, very little detail. Looks like thousands of trees far in the background here. Okay. As you get closer toward you, you get darker. Remember that rule. Darker as you get closer. Again, taking a brush here, I just pull this. Softening up the bottom. Isn't that cool? You just layer after layer after layer, that's all. Nothing hard about it. Now I'm adding some black to make it darker. This is the next layer. Perhaps here you have little tree. Just using the corner of the filbert brush to put in the branches here. Again, I'm using all browns, yellows, and black and white. That's it. I'm not using any greens. Not today. Okay. Good. Put some lamb here. And maybe there's a precipice. Watch this. I'm going to use a different color, different brush. Watch this. I'm going to push everything back by using filbert. I'm going to use pure black, just a little bit of brown here. And you'll see where my mind is when I'm done. A larger filbert here. I have several brushes going. Oil painting is very messy, so if you're going to paint, make sure you paint in a place that you don't mind getting covered with paint. Watch this. Precipice is coming up. I'll show you where I'm going in a moment. Don't fear. Big dark cliff here. Okay, let's go back in and create some more trees down here. I want there to be a layer of pines coming down. Take a 1-inch brush and pull this down. All this does is lighten the bottom. See how we're just layering, layer after layer after layer. Now we can go in and create a couple more pines. Some small, some larger. Sorry if my hand's in the way. You can see I'm taking some of the darker into the light, and it just makes it look like there are thousands of pine trees back there. So you have dark and light both. And then just by pressing here with the dark, it really pushes those light ones back. Again, using this to pull down, soften. Layer after layer after layer. Back to our cliff here. Now we'll block in down here. See how that pushes everything way back? A bit more yellow here. Where does one blend with the other? That's my point. Okay. Are you asleep yet? Boy, do I miss training with you guys at the dojo, that's for sure. Miss classes big time. Now we go in here. Let us grab a fan brush. And watch this. Loading up the brush. We come in here and put in a nice tree. Okay. Isn't that nice? Nice pine. Let's put one on the left. One growing over here. Maybe, yeah, let's do this. See? Now is the painting coming together with some shape and color. It's interesting. Now I don't like this tree, so watch. I put one right here. And I cover up the one I didn't like. And I put one here. In your world, you can create anything. As long as you believe in yourself, and you believe I can try. No one cares if you mess up and make mistakes. The canvas is made for mistakes, literally. But you can do it. Anything you put your mind to. Just have to believe in yourself. Just believe in yourself, and you can do it. How easy is it to do this painting? See, guys? How easy is that? Isn't that easy? So much fun, so easy. Then if you want, you can come in. If you wish, you don't have to. You could put some highlights here. Where the cliff meets the sunlight. See, just taking a couple of these strokes back. But perhaps the sun is glinting a little here. A little bit of a ledge. if you want, with a knife, you can go in and scrape a bit of a trunk here if you want a little bit of a highlight. And that just kind of glints the light. Because remember, we're in a yellow canvas underneath. So by putting these lines, it shows structure. Something's holding up the trees, you know. Just scraping in a couple of branches here. Those of you who like ASMR will like that sound. See? How easy is this, you guys? You should be painting at home, having fun. Really appreciate your time hanging out with me. I loved having you with me. I appreciate it. Now, you could add a cabin, you could add a fence, you could add all kinds of things, but I'm just going to keep this the way it is. Pretty airy, pretty open. Where do you think in the US this might be? Could it be out west somewhere? I don't know. Use your imagination, but there it is. Let me adjust the light. Let me show you well lit how this looks. And I'll make sure I take a photo of it. But you can see the detail when I shine the light down. Pretty simple. So we have a sunset with a bit of a river back here coming through the mountains, trees, some pine trees, a little cliff here, some grasses where you could sit with your family or practice your martial arts. Maybe you'd be out here meditating or something on the cliff, thinking about the grand scheme of things, contemplating the universe, whatever it is. But this is a simple painting that you can do at home. Anyone can do this, but it will brighten up someone's living room. So you guys, thanks for watching today. I hope that you relaxed a little bit with me. Take your mind off of things. Please continue to create, paint, do poetry, write a book, clean the house, have control over something in your life, and it will help our mind get through this. So until next time, my friends, this is Mr. Norcross saying thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.